How would you react if the afterlife was proven to be real? The Discovery, starring Jason Segel, Rooney Mara, Robert Redford, Jesse Plemons, and directed by Charlie McDowell. The movie is set in the not-too-distant future, where a scientist has proven the existence of an afterlife. After coming forward with his discovery, a rash of suicide overtakes the world, with people wanting to transition to whatever is next. 2 years after the discovery and 4 million suicides later, the scientist who made the breakthrough, Thomas Harber, played by Redford, is close to another discovery showing where you actually go when you die. His son Will, played by Segel, travels to see his father after he learns of this new breakthrough. He goes to give warning about revealing another bombshell to the world. The compelling part of the discovery is the concept built around the film. The what if of a proven afterlife is an interesting concept to base the movie on. It is not a stretch to imagine people reacting to this news in such a fashion. Many people, if they knew a life after this one existed, would want to move on. The morality of if a scientist should reveal this type of discovery is an interesting one to debate, and one I wish the film would actually have focused on a little more closely. This premise is dealt with on a very surface level, with Redford's characters and the interactions he has with his son. As the mystery is revealed of where people actually go when they die, another crisis occurs and Thomas must decide if he's going to reveal this discovery to the world. This reveal later in the story might be a tipping point for overall enjoyment of the movie. I liked the reveal and its implications, and thought it added another solid layer to the film. The end twist might have tried a little too hard to be like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but it still made me think. The story works for the most part because of the performances. Jason Segel is great as the estranged son, who thinks his dad has made a massive error in revealing his findings. Segel has turned in some strong performances the past couple of years, with this and the end of the tour. Hopefully he continues to pursue more dramatic roles because he certainly can handle them. Rooney Mara plays an interesting friend/love interest in the movie. Her and Segel have an interesting chemistry, but it seemed more platonic than romantic. I think if they would have kept the relationship on the friend level, the ending may have even been more powerful than it was. Mara does a good job and does well with the character she is given. She adds the right amount of weight and emotion to the scene she is in, and an early scene in the film with Redford is well done. Robert Redford is great, as he usually is in everything he does. I don't know if I like the cult storyline found in the movie though. People who have been affected by the discovery have sought Thomas Harber out. He created a cult-like order to try to give meaning to the people's lives, but it was one aspect of the story which didn't ring true to parts of his character. The people who help around his house don't add anything to the end of the story, and the one thing it does provide could have been changed easily to fit the twist. There are a few minor nitpicks which bug me about the story. At one point in the story, Will and Isla, Rooney's character, go to steal something for the doctor. Will's character shouldn't have really gone along with the action. It didn't make sense for him to help in the overall process. Isla, yes. Him, no. He also breaks into another place towards the end of the film trying to figure out the mystery of where people go during the afterlife. It isn't very accurate of how things work in this particular setting. I'm trying to dance around spoilers, and these are minor nitpicks to the story, and they won't bother most. The film is also a slow build, but I thought the payoff at the end was worth the deliberate pacing. The love story element might be my biggest complaint. I don't think it was needed to make the story work, and I think taking it away would have actually helped where the story ends up. If you're a science fiction fan, I think this is one worth checking out. It's a Netflix original movie and it's worth watching. If you aren't a fan of science fiction, then I would probably steer clear. There isn't much to the film except how life would be affected knowing there is an afterlife. It was a good watch which left me thinking about the possibilities long after I finished, and it is one which will actually stick with me for a while. I don't think necessarily everyone will care for the reveal, but give it a chance and see what you think. Comment and let me know if you've checked out The Discovery and what you thought. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.